YouTube, Yu-Gi-Oh! Rocks97 coming at you with another top 5. This top 5 is more laid back than normal. It's top 5 coolest looking Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I've kind of been wanting to do this because it seems like a lot of fun. And so yeah, of course opinions are going to vary. Obviously this isn't a set thing. So leave your opinions in the comments. I would actually really like to hear your opinions on what you think the coolest cards are, because this is a more interesting subject than just like best decks and just something generic like that. It's more fun. So yeah, I'd really like to hear what your top, or at least, yeah, do a top 5 of your own favorite cards, or not favorite cards, but coolest looking cards you think, or just the one you think that looks the coolest, because our opinions are going to vary. And before I get into it, I just like to throw out an honorable mention. It's not necessarily the coolest looking card, but it's my favorite artwork of any card, and that is Gaga Clerk, simply because it looks like Asuna. Seriously, the resemblance is pretty striking. But anyways, I'm just going to get started with this list. So at number 5, I have Gore's the Emissary of Darkness. A lot of people may not think this card is really cool looking just because it's overplayed. Well, not really overplayed because it's good, but it's a really played card and been out for a while, so maybe people don't just look at the artwork. But really, he's just a guy like with a big sword who has like mist shrouding him, and that looks pretty cool. That sword is pretty like striking, and I would not want to meet Gore's in a dark alleyway, let's just put it like that. He's got like some dark clothes and like a cape looking thing, and just that mist shrouding him. And it was really cool back then. I used to see like some altar art like Gore's where the mist was yellow, and it looked really cool. But I just think Gore's is just a cool looking card, and yeah, that's why it's number 5 though, because I feel like other things look cool. So at number 4 I have Dark Arm Dragon. Seriously, Dark Arm Dragon is just one of the most badass cards ever created. 2800 big, and has like, he's looking over something, and he's just a big dragon with like spikes, and looks like he's gonna wreck someone's face, and he looks really cool in my opinion. So let's put him at number 4 on the list. And because I really got into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Around Teledad time, so I just always kind of liked Dark Arm Dragon as a card. I was never one to hate the deck Teledad. I thought it was a cool idea actually, and I kind of wish it was back more than it is now. But yeah, that's why I put Dark Armed at number 4 on this list, because he's just really cool. So number 3 on this list, I put Elemental Hero the Shining. Ever since this card came out, I always thought he looked cool. Like really cool. It kind of looks like someone took his lunch money and he just wants to beat the crap out of them, and he's giving them that like, I'm bigger than you look. I can't really do it well because I'm not really bigger than anyone. Sad. But yeah, Shining just looks really cool because he looks like he's one of those secret badasses, like, or obvious badasses I should say, because if you've ever, like, I watch a lot of anime, so I see a lot of these. If you watch a lot of anime, you just know about the obvious ones that they're like, they don't seem like it until they just, something bad. He looks like one of those, like something bad happens, he's gonna wreck someone's face. Really just, like, Shining looks really cool, and I think he deserves his number 3 spot in my opinion. But again, this is all opinion based, and don't forget to leave your opinions in the comments. I'd like to see those. So number 2 on this list, I put Noble Knight Artorigus. I think this card is really cool looking because, well, I'm a big person on the King Arthur myths and stuff, and like Phase Zero and whatnot, even though that really has no correlation to this. Artorigus looks really cool because he's got like Excalibur right there, and he's like pulling it out of the stone thing. Yeah, he looks really cool in my opinion, just because I'm a big King Arthur person, because that was one of my favorite things in mythology class. And the sword's like glowing blue, and he just looks like he's just like leader mode activate. Once he gets that sword, he's gonna be wrecking some people's faces. I don't know, goblins or whatever King Arthur killed. Been a while. So yeah, I think Artorigus looks really cool. So at my number 1 spot, it's a card that's hardly ever used, but I think it looks really cool. If you couldn't tell, a lot of the cards I chose, I was either intrigued by like the sword, or I just like the warrior archetype cards because I think, well, they're the most human looking ones and they look like obvious badasses. So it makes sense kind of that this would be my number 1, but you may not have thought of it because it's not often used, but it's Educator Chevalier. This dude's really cool in my opinion, not because like his suit or anything like that that's not really cool looking. But like out of one hand he has fire coming out of it, and then he's got this cool looking sword, and the next one like he's about to just destroy someone. Yeah, I think that fire coming out of his hand looks really cool in my opinion. It's just like he's going to destroy someone. He's like the destroyer of worlds, and yeah, I think he looks really awesome. So yeah, that was my list. It's a more laid back top 5, and there really wasn't much explaining, even though I tried to give some explanation to my reasoning, but finding something that you think looks cool really has no explanation. You just kind of think it looks cool. I don't know. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments and opinions in the comments. I'm really good at English. And yeah, thumbs up, subscribe. This was Artorigus 7. Bye YouTube.